As Donald Trump begins his second term, one thing that is distinctly different from when he assumed the presidency in 2017 is the state of reproductive health care in America. 2.5 years later, after the Supreme Court overturned the constitutional right to an abortion, there are now 19 states across the country that restrict or ban altogether access to the health care procedure, a procedure that can save a life. Let's bring in artist and professor of art at The Ohio State University, Carmen Huynant. She is the author of a recent Washington Post opinion piece entitled, "I Photographed Abortion Clinics. What Caught My Eye Hung on the Walls." And in it, she discusses her art exhibit entitled The Last Safe Abortion, which is a tapestry of pictures from abortion clinics in the American Midwest and South over the past 50 years. So, Carmen, talk to us about what we're looking at here and what was the motivation behind the piece.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on, and Mika, for your, continually putting voice to this issue, which we so appreciate, especially here in the Midwest. As you mentioned, The Last Safe Abortion is a work of visual art, which was shown first at the Minneapolis Institute of Art and then went on to the Whitney Museum of Art for the Whitney Biennial, from which you can see that image there. It holds over 2,500 photographs, which are a combination of photographs that I made in abortion clinics, as you said, in the Midwest and in the South of the United States, as well as archival photographs taken from clinics themselves, really sort of sandwiched between Roe and Dobbs' decision. And my goal in making this work was to normalize the nature of abortion care on the ground, which is, as you well know, is really made so ideological at a 30,000-foot level. But, in fact, the day-to-day work is anything but, right? It's sterilizing medical equipment, it's throwing staff birthday parties, it's answering the phone over and over. So that was really my ambition in making this work and putting it in the context of an art museum.
And over time, with Roe v. Wade, abortion became a healthcare necessity for women. Whether it be to save them from agony and mental health struggles and from being sterilized with pregnancies that had abnormalities, to saving their lives if they were bleeding out. And so it's incredible that we are where we are with so many states with outright bans on the procedure with the fall of Roe. Talk, if you could, in our final moments, about the clocks on the wall and what they signified to you.
Sure. I was really so thrilled to have Nagar Azimi reach out to me from the Washington Post. She had seen the work installed in the Whitney Biennial and was familiar with my practice. And she said, how can we sort of start to visualize making a compact version of this for the Washington Post, in print and online? That was a tall order because there were almost 2,700 photographs in the larger installation, and there's a version of the artist book which had about 1,000 photographs. And so we went back and forth on it and decided ultimately to do a version of the work which held only the clocks. The clocks did exist in the larger work. They sort of punctuated the photographs of, frankly, women at work across the last 50 years. And what I loved about this version of the work is that it sort of functions on a practical and symbolic level, right? The clock is, as we all know, those of us who clock in and clock out, very much about labor, about the 9-to-5 gig. And at the same time, it's symbolic. It is about how much time we have left to access reproductive health care and, in many cases, gender-affirming care. It is about, mandatory waiting periods. It's about waiting for our periods to come and not come. And so my hope is that the clock sort of functions on both those levels, both concrete and allegorical.
The new piece is online now at the Washington Post. Artist and professor of art at The Ohio State University, Carmen Huynant, thank you. And as a mother of and daughter of an artist, I I appreciate you speaking these stories through art. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mika.
For coming on the show this morning.